stands for fair maps, transparent government, and the right of every voter to have their voice heard. Redistricting. Can you hear me? No. Okay. Redistricting is meant to happen every 10 years after the census count to accommodate changes in population across the state.
Right.
Mid-cycle redistricting has the sole purpose of partisan gerrymandering. And it draws partisan lines across the state to elect just one party. New lines allow politicians to choose their voters. No, voters should choose our politicians.
Yes.
The league believes redistricting should keep communities of similar culture and race together to strengthen their vote and promote partisan fairness. Missouri historically votes 60% Republican and 40% Democratic. So partisan fairness would mean dividing districts 5 Republican and 3 Democratic. However, in September, Missouri legislators passed new maps that divided the metropolitan community of Kansas City into 3 parts, diluting city dwellers and rural dwellers. The results divided people into 7 Republican districts and 1 Democratic district. Without common interest to elect their representatives, both would lose out.
That ain't right. We're here.
That is not representative partisan fairness. That is partisan gerrymandering. In opposition to fair maps, league members gathered signatures and notarized petitions opposing these unfair maps. League members, people of all political parties, signed united against gerrymandering. When our legislators don't represent us, Missourians unite and oppose unfair maps. We hope the courts throw out this unfair map, but if they don't, the league will do everything we can to educate voters, the people of Missouri, to reject the unfair map at the ballot box.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go. That's the law. Census cycle. Census cycle. That's the law. That's the law. Politicians broke it. Politicians broke it. Let them know. Let them know.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Kay. Next up, we have Suzanne Luther. Suzanne is a plaintiff in Luther v. Hoskins. She is right here, right now. She had the courage to stand up to the Missouri legislature and say, that ain't right. Okay, let's hear from Suzanne.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Thank you.
I first want to thank all of you for not only being here, but for collecting signatures,
Yes.
for protesting, for doing all the things that we as voters can do when things are unfair. And I'm a plaintiff on this lawsuit for the very same reasons that you're here.
Say it loud.
Politicians should not be making the decisions that are politically best for them. We need our voice. Our voices need to be heard. And for them to be heard, we have to have fair districting.
Yes.
So, yes, I am on this lawsuit, but I know any of you could have been on it too, because the majority of us here in Missouri support a fair government. Well, it's really that simple. I'm here because it's fair. We don't like unfair. Our attorneys, and Chuck especially, they're much more articulate in this, but I would like to go ahead and introduce Chuck.
You guys know.
And
I think she got me.
I've got a great quote that came from the website. In quotes, recognized, Chuck Hatfield has been recognized by Chambers USA as the preeminent government relations litigator in Missouri. But I would like to add that I respect and admire Chuck because he's both brilliant and compassionate. And we need both those things if we are going to have great leadership in this state. And I would like to add, too, that he has a great sense of humor, and that sure doesn't hurt during these times.
I want that. Thank you, Chuck!
You all got great hype men. I'm gonna have to bring people. I'm gonna need to bring you to my next court argument with the bullhorn, you know. And I don't know that I can say it any better than Jamie did, so I was hoping you all would say it again. That ain't right. Say it. That ain't right. So that's what we talked about today. You know, I am a lawyer, and lawyers, we spend a lot of time in the book.
I saw way
different
back
books,
in September.
But one of the
Yeah,
books that we spend a
when
lot
I
of
was
time
down
in is
here
the Missouri
for the big rally.
And some of you may know that the Missouri Secretary of State is charged with publishing copies of the Constitution. You can go down to the Secretary of State's office and get one. Secretary of State Hoskins, as is his right to do, gets to choose the color of the Constitution. And the Constitution that he's currently published has a red cover on it. And you know, mine has a blue cover on it.
Let's go
The
for green.
Constitution is not red or blue. It's black and white. It's the same no matter what happens. It doesn't matter who's in power. The Constitution is what controls. Now, some of you may know this, but as Ms. Luther probably taught, why is the Constitution so important? Because the people vote for the Constitution. Everybody voted for this Constitution. Let me tell you what it says. The very first article, the very first section, right, in the beginning, kind of thing. All political power is vested in and derived from the people. All government of right originates from the people, is founded upon their will only, and is instituted solely for the good of the whole. That's Article 1, Section 1. So what happened today? The state, the Secretary of State, the Attorney General's office argue that the legislature can do whatever it wants. That right makes right, that power means you can ignore the guidelines that the people adopted in the Constitution. What we told them today is, that, see, you're ahead of me. That ain't right. So, what we were asking the court to do today is to comply with the Constitution. The Constitution says that redistricting shall occur every 10 years. You know, I'm 60 years old. Never in my life has the General Assembly thought that they had the power to do redistricting except every 10 years. And why is that? Because it's really clear in the Constitution. So it wouldn't have been right if the Democrats had tried to do it, and it's not right now. So thank you all for being here. And everything Jamie said, I adopt. That's exactly right, and appreciate you all. Appreciate you
Redistrict, that's the law. If the census say redistrict, that's the law. That's the law. Politicians cannot cheat when they want a different seat. If the census says redistrict, that's the law. That's the law.
Okay. So Chuck is what I call the citizen protection champion, or in other words, the people's champ. Give it up for the people's champ. Last but certainly not least, we have Reverend W.T. Edmondson. Reverend Edmondson is the pastor of Second Baptist Church here in Jefferson City. He is also the current vice president of Missouri Faith Voices. Please welcome him.
Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is a wonderful day. It's not raining. I am Reverend W.T. Edmondson. I serve as the Vice President of Missouri Faith Voices. The voice of people of faith must boldly speak out when we see injustice. Dr. King said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Right on.
And this is true today as it was in 1963, coming out of the Birmingham jail. Let us be clear. We are in a different time, a more sophisticated time, but the goal of racist politics remain the same. People deny based on color, denying the right to vote and equal representation. We are in a time when the masses can no longer count on the courts. Far too often, the court's decisions have carried the stench of politics. And let's be clear. Unabated justice is occurring today. Instead of legal constitution decisions and precedents, it appears more often than not, court decisions come down on the side of political party. Unfortunately, one party. Should I remain clear? It is, and it was, the Supreme Court decision that sided on the side of 3/5 rule. You do know what the 3/5 rule is, don't you?
Yes.
And that fear was that the majority, that blacks would outnumber the whites when it came to vote. And so they came up with the 3/5 rule that says black folk was not even 100%. Can I say 100%?
100%!
Was that ruling based on fear? Of course it was. It was based on fear and denying people equal power and strength based on the population. It is our destiny to make it clear to those in power that we are here to stay and we're not going away. We have to be clear in letting politicians know that we will stand. We will stand when no one else will stand. I would definitely say this far too often. Many decisions come out of the courts have been less than justice,
No kidding.
less equality, less when it comes to fairness. But have you seen politicians who make decisions based upon their character? No. Most times it is based on politics. Most times it is based on money. And because money has infiltrated politics, you do recall Citizens United, don't you?
Yes.
Money not only appears to back politicians, but it also have impact on the court decisions, unfortunately. Money, power, and greed have long been the gods of corporations, politicians, and government at large. People of faith who believe that God is the Father of all must come together, speak together, stand together in one voice, protesting the abuse of power by the most powerful in this state. One man, one woman vote must stand unabated. And gerrymandering of the 5th Congressional District, trying to eliminate the one black congressman, Congressman Emanuel Cleaver,
Yeah.
it's a step back.
Yes.
It's a step back.
Big time.
There were many who bled and even died for the right to be represented by those they chose to be represented by. To sum it up, faith communities across the state of Missouri believes our system should reflect fairness, honesty, and respect of all people. When politicians attempt to rewrite the rules to protect their own power, it undermines the premise. People of faith are standing together to say that our maps should be drawn with integrity and that voters not politicians, must have the last word. Amen?
Repeat after me. We're here to stay. We're here to stay. We ain't going away. We ain't going away. We're here to stay. We're here to stay. We ain't going away. We ain't going away. We're here to stay. We're here to stay. We ain't going away. We ain't going away. We're here to stay. We're here to stay. We ain't going away. We ain't going away.
Thank you. This has been amazing. So let's bring it back together for a moment. I want to thank our speakers. And thank you all, again, everyone who showed up today. It matters when people take the time to stand up for the rule of law.
Yeah.
Before we wrap, I just want to get everybody's attention for just a minute so we